Thank you, Preben. It's Chris Morris from BBC. President Tusk, you said the extension was a little shorter than you expected. Isn't it, from your perspective, in some ways the worst of both worlds? Not short enough to really put on the pressure in the UK Parliament to get a deal passed quickly, but not long enough to allow you to set aside Brexit to focus on other things for any useful period of time. And secondly, as you know, Article 50 says nothing or doesn't rule out multiple extensions. Is there anything in the language agreed today which says October the 31st is the final deadline? Or is it possible that come mid to late October we will once again be having a summit like this and working out how much longer we're going to extend again?
I think it's always better to have a piece of something than all of nothing, and which means that in 6 months, more than 6 months and almost 3 weeks, it could be enough for a good solution if there's goodwill and majority for some solutions in London, of course, and in the House of Commons. Generally, I'm satisfied because it's, as you know, not only today's discussion but also our preparations showed that this idea of flexible extension was not so obvious for some of our partners, and this is why I think we have to be maybe not happy but satisfied by this solution. Our intention is to finalize the whole process in October, but and the political intention was clear among the member states that our wish and our hope is that the UK will be ready with the final solution in or until the end of October. But I am too old to exclude another scenario. I think it's still everything is possible. And the second question was. It's Jean-Claude, maybe.
A hard Brexit without a deal would be a total disaster. Everyone knows that. So we have to do everything to avoid a hard deal. That's what Donald and myself are trying to do. Till now, we have been quite successful. I like the decision we have taken tonight because the end date has been fixed on the 31 of October. I have to leave my job on the 1st of November this year, so my guess would be that we will have not a night session, because if we had, I have to leave the meeting at midnight.
Thank you. And I think, yes, the gentleman to our left was next. Jim.
Thank you. Good morning. Jim Brunsden from the Financial Times. If October is now the deadline, and if, as you have said, President Tusk, the course of affairs is now fully in the UK's hands between now and then, what is the point of this review that's been discussed for June? Why are we having this, and what can take place on that occasion if everything is now in London's hands?
It must be clear. This assessment or review in June is only to update us on the progress when it comes to ratification process and the legal processes in the UK. This June is not for decisions about extension or and my intention is not to discuss, but only to inform the member states about the current situation. It's
in June, we are taking stock of what has happened from now to then. It's not a negotiation session. It's not another cliff edge we would insert in the normal program, as far as our programs are normal, they are not, but we don't have the intention to negotiate in June. The real moment, the vital moment of decision is October. In June we are taking stock, preparing the meeting we'll have later on in October.
Yeah. June is not a cliff edge or a moment to take new decisions. It must be clear.